So Graphene Manufacturing Group is a 6-year-old Australian public company. We have three main technologies. One is to make graphene from natural gas. That graphene then we make for ourselves. We no longer produce that and sell that for anyone else.
This could change everything, yet almost no one's talking about it. While the world argues over lithium, cobalt, and rare metals, another element has been waiting quietly in the background. Cheap, plentiful, shockingly powerful. It's not new, it's not flashy, but it might just be the future. Aluminum. What if the batteries in your phone, your car, and even the grid, charged in minutes, lasted longer, and cost far less? This isn't hype. It's already happening in hidden labs and pilot factories. A silent revolution of electrons, graphene, and molten salt. And the most exciting part? It's only just begun. The problem with power. Every leap forward in technology comes with a cost. And right now, that cost is power. From electric vehicles to solar panels, the need for energy storage is growing faster than our solutions. Lithium-ion batteries are everywhere, powering our phones, laptops, cars, and even city grids. They're efficient, dense, and well understood. But they're also expensive, fragile, and far from clean. The extraction of lithium is harsh on the environment. Fires caused by unstable batteries still make headlines. And when their life is over, recycling them isn't as simple as it should be. We've grown comfortable with lithium, not because it's perfect, but because it's familiar. Meanwhile, solar and wind power are surging ahead. The International Renewable Energy Agency predicts they'll make up over half of global energy production. But these sources are intermittent. The sun sets, the wind stops. Without better storage, even the cleanest energy remains unstable. And that's where the door cracks open for something new, something lighter, safer, and hidden in plain sight. Aluminum, and a new kind of battery. Why aluminum? The hidden power. Aluminum isn't new. It's everywhere. In cans, in airplanes, in kitchen drawers. But inside a battery? That's where the magic begins. Unlike lithium, aluminum can release not just one, but 3 electrons per ion. That's 3 times the energy movement with each reaction. It's like swapping a single-engine motor for a high-performance triple core. The potential energy stored in that tiny exchange is massive. By volume, aluminum can store over 8,000 milliamp hours per cubic centimeter. Lithium? Just around 2,000. That's 4 times the density. And it's not just about numbers, it's about safety. Aluminum isn't flammable like lithium. It's more stable, and it's already one of the most recycled materials in the world. This isn't a fantasy. It's physics. It's also economics. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in Earth's crust. Lithium? Far more limited, and often mined in regions that raise environmental and ethical concerns. For decades, aluminum waited, malleable, cheap, ignored. But now, researchers are unlocking the way to tap its full power. And one company may have just cracked the code. GMG's graphene-aluminum breakthrough. In Australia, something remarkable is taking shape. A company called Graphene Manufacturing Group, or GMG, is working with the University of Queensland to bring aluminum-ion batteries into reality. Not in theory, not in the distant future, but now. They're not just using aluminum. They're combining it with something extraordinary. Graphene. A material so thin and strong, it's almost science fiction. But it's real. A single layer of carbon atoms arranged like a honeycomb. Conductive, flexible, precise. GMG uses a plasma-based technique to produce graphene in tightly layered sheets. But there's a catch. Aluminum chloride ions are slightly too big to fit in the spaces between pure graphene layers. So, during production, microscopic holes are created. These become tiny landing pads for the aluminum ions. And when those ions nest inside, the charge flows almost instantly. According to GMG, their cells can charge up to 70 times faster than traditional lithium-ion batteries. Not 70%, 70 times. A phone that takes an hour to charge now might take just minutes. And the limit? It's not the battery. It's the cable feeding it power. Craig Nickel, GMG's CEO, says their batteries have virtually no internal resistance. They handle heat with ease. And unlike lithium, they don't need complex cooling systems. It's a clean design with wild possibilities. And it's only just begun. Real-world potential and current limits. For all the promise, reality still sets the pace. GMG's first numbers showed an energy density of 150 watt-hours per kilogram. Not bad, but not enough to unseat lithium-ion, which averages between 250 and 300. But that was then. 1 year later, the number doubled. Now they're reaching 300 watt-hours per kilogram. And here's the twist. They're still only using one of aluminum's 3 available electrons. If future versions can tap into all 3, the ceiling rises even higher. But energy density isn't everything. Safety matters. Cost matters. Longevity matters. And aluminum delivers. It doesn't catch fire under stress. It handles heat better than lithium. And it's cheaper to recycle because it already is. Nearly 90% of aluminum in circulation today has been reused, and it still works. GMG is also partnering with Rio Tinto to use low-emission aluminum, pushing toward a cleaner supply chain. Combined with their low-emissions graphene process, the goal is a battery that's not just powerful, but ethical. It's not perfect, yet, but it's real, it's working, and it's on its way to scale. The economic edge. Batteries aren't just about electrons, they're about dollars. And aluminum is a bargain. While lithium hovers around $13,000 per ton, cobalt can cost over $70,000. Nickel, $24,000. Manganese, $2,500. These metals make up a huge chunk of a lithium-ion battery's cost, especially the cathode, which accounts for more than half the total. Aluminum, by contrast, sits near $2,000 per ton. It's everywhere. It's mined on every continent. And it's not tied to volatile supply chains or geopolitical bottlenecks. Graphene, of course, is still pricey. But the cost is falling fast. Some reports peg it around $100 per gram. But companies like GMG are refining faster and cheaper ways to make it at scale. If they succeed, this won't just be a better battery, it'll be a radically cheaper one. And in a world electrifying at speed, cost could decide the winner. Not performance, not fame, price.
Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you.
The MIT aluminum-sulfur battery. Across the world, in a quiet lab at MIT, another vision is forming. This one swaps graphene for something even simpler, sulfur. Paired with aluminum and a molten salt electrolyte, it's a combination that sounds too basic to be revolutionary. But sometimes, simplicity is strength. In tests, this aluminum-sulfur battery achieved a high capacity of 520 milliamp-hours per gram, with an energy density of 526 watt-hours per liter. But the most fascinating part is how it handles heat. Instead of overheating like lithium-ion, this battery performs better the hotter it gets. At 110 degrees, it charges 25 times faster than it does at room temperature. And it doesn't catch fire. There are no flammable components, no dangerous reactions, just heat that helps rather than harms. And then comes the number that turns heads, $9 per kilowatt hour. That's a fraction, less than 15% of current lithium-ion costs. MIT researchers envision it powering homes, cars, small electronics, and grid-level systems. It's still in development, still inside glass cases and lab reports. But the idea is catching fire in the best possible way. And it's not just theory anymore. It's engineering. It's progress wrapped in silence. The hidden battle inside aluminum batteries. But aluminum doesn't surrender its power easily. Inside every aluminum battery, a quiet battle unfolds. The metal is reactive, sometimes too much so. As it charges and discharges, it can form unwanted compounds like alumina or grow tiny metallic spikes called dendrites. These structures can pierce through the battery, short-circuit it, or slowly degrade its life. And then there's corrosion. Aluminum is vulnerable to self-corrosion, especially when it interacts with certain electrolytes. Over time, this wears down the anode, reducing capacity and shortening the battery's lifespan. But solutions are emerging. Scientists are testing corrosion inhibitors, materials like zinc oxide that can coat the aluminum and slow the damage. Others are experimenting with alloying aluminum with metals like magnesium, tin, and gallium to increase its stability. These are the hurdles between promise and production, between lab results and electric highways. If they're solved, and many believe they will be, aluminum-ion batteries won't just be a cheaper alternative. They'll be smarter ones, stronger, safer, and finally, ready. The bigger picture. It's not a fight. It's a transition. This isn't a war of batteries. It's a quiet shift in how we think about power. Lithium-ion won't vanish overnight. It's too established, too deeply woven into our lives. But aluminum doesn't need to replace it everywhere. It just needs a place, a role. Maybe it's in your next smartwatch. Maybe it powers street lights in remote villages. Maybe it scales up for the grid, storing solar power by day, releasing it at night. Or maybe it charges your car in 5 minutes while you sip coffee, without the risk of fire or the guilt of rare earth metals. Every battery has its strengths. Lithium, solid state, flow, and now aluminum. The future isn't about one champion. It's about balance, matching the right solution to the right problem. Aluminum is stepping forward not as a replacement, but as a new tool in our energy toolbox. And maybe, just maybe, it'll be the one that lights the path forward. Some revolutions roar, others whisper. Aluminum-ion didn't arrive with headlines or hype. It crept in, through labs, through quiet breakthroughs, through long nights of trial and error. But now, it's here, charging faster, costing less, burning cleaner. We may not see it in every device tomorrow, but the path is opening, one that's lighter, safer, and built from the Earth's most common metal. The beauty isn't just in performance, but in possibility. Because sometimes, the smallest changes, hidden deep in the structure of a battery, carry the power to change everything. And somewhere in that silence, the future has already begun.